What are you?
I'm Miss Teen
Paris.
Yeah, Paris.
Miss Teen Paris. Okay.
Hi, I'm Katherine. I'm their mom, and I am Miss Classic Miss Paris.
I'm Michaela, the youngest. That's 10 years old, and I'm preteen Miss Paris.
I'm Janessa, and I am 17 and Miss Michigan's pre-baby.
Now we know that you all are a family of pageant women, and it all started with Miss Montana, Katherine.
Yes.
Can you kind of tell us a little bit about how you got started with pageants?
I got started in pageants simply because I was modeling at the time, and I was modeling and I had somebody come up to me and say, you should do pageants, and I'm like, well, I had done a few when I was younger, like they are, but never really got into it. And then the gal who told me, she's like, well, I have the title of Mrs. Montana and I can't fulfill my duties this year. So they're looking for somebody, and I'm like, oh, okay, what the heck, you know, I'll give it a try. So I sent in pictures and everything, and ended up, they don't have a state pageant in Montana. They did it off of the pictures and like a huge bio that I had to send in. But I was chosen Mrs. Montana, so then I went to the national pageant in Las Vegas and had a really good time. But during that, there was the girls that you really get along with and, you know, really hit it off with, and then there was the catty, you know, not so. So I was like, well, that was an experience. I probably won't ever do that again, though. But then, when I had my 3 little girls, Janessa especially always wanted to do pageants and used to actually put on my crown and my sash and wear it around, and then as Tabitha could do that, she was doing that, and then Michaela also, and pretty soon Janessa's like, Mom, I want to do pageants, and my whole thing was I didn't want to really expose them to that because of the cattiness that there can be, and so I had held them off until now.
What does a day of a pageant look like for you guys? Kind of run through your routine and like what you feel like and how you get up in the morning. Maybe you want to start, Janessa, or all of you.
Like everybody's like running through like the motel room, like putting on their makeup, doing the hair.
She's only done one pageant so far. Crazy because there's different age divisions, and so you have to be ready for your age division, but then at the same time, like, you're helping the younger ones get ready, or your mom's helping you get ready, but she has to get herself ready. So it's very crazy. For my state one, I was the only one competing, so I had all 3 of them helping me. And for nationals,
She was a little pampered there.
Oh, yeah.
But I know when I go to state with nationals this next year, it's gonna be definitely an interesting, crazy thing.
So I know you guys do Dream Girls USA pageants, which are a natural pageant. Can you, any of you kind of explain what a natural pageant is?
There's no fake hair, no fake like eyelashes, fake teeth. You wear
Depending on the age level. Like, it wouldn't be appropriate for me to wear fake nails since I'm a teen or younger.
Okay. But older girls could wear?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of things are you judged on?
You're judged on your speaking ability and your way you can present yourself in front of the judges, but then also your great stage presence, so how you can act on stage if you're confident.
Okay. So what do you guys do to prepare for that, for pageants?
We run the routine.
Practice in the living room.
Yeah. Okay.
We set up, a lot of times you do a T pattern, so I let them
You have to work on your
run through the T pattern.
And you have a certain amount of time you have to be on there also, so you have to make sure you're not going too fast, too slow, or
Trip on your dress.
which can happen.
I bet.
And depending on what you're wearing, like formal wear, of course, is very slow and you have to walk slow, but the other outfits, you might have to, you know, pick up the pace and
Walk in heels.
but be able to walk a little faster and still have poise. So it's good for them to practice. They probably don't practice as much as they could, but
No.
they practice enough.
Yeah.
So what made you two, the younger ones, want to get involved in pageants?
It looked fun.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's something you always want to do when you're little, so then when you get a chance, you're like, oh, why not? Let's just do it.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. What about you? Just fun?
Yeah.
All right. Good. I know that I was looking on the website, and I know it costs $225 to enter, right? How much does it typically cost for a whole pageant with like a dress you have to buy, or like a hotel, or how much? What's that usually run?
You know, the nice thing about the pageants, that as far as the Dream Girls pageant, we haven't had to put out a ton of money as far as dresses and stuff, because the other pageant participants will be like, oh, I have a dress that'll fit her, or so we've been able to borrow dresses, so that cuts out a lot of the cost. There's, you know, the motel, of course, when we went down to St. Louis.
But that was really the main cost.
Okay. So not that much then.
No, and there's different contests throughout. Like there's photo contests, so if you do the photo contest and then you win the photo contest, then you get money towards either the state pageant or the national pageant.
Okay.
And also, like, for the three of us doing the preliminary pageant, we won money towards doing the state pageant.
And
Oh.
then if they win at the state pageant, then they'll get their national fees paid. So that's how I did nationals.
Okay.
So it just, you know, if you're participating and winning, you're going to get money towards the next level, so to speak.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha. I see.
plus it gives experience at the time.
What do you think the whole experience of being in pageants has taught you?
To not get so stage fright with 20 people. Never.
Or more.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, definitely being comfortable in front of people, but more than 20. Nationals was interesting. But the first time I got on the national stage, I just looked out and I was just like, okay, this is different. Because there was people from everywhere and all of the people that won at states and all the states. There was lots of people watching. Yeah.
Cool. How about you?
I think the speaking is so good, and having that chance to be up in front of people, I think that's something that was good for me before in pageants, and I was able to go and speak at different places just because of, you know, my title, and then, but it kind of gets you out of your comfort zone.